everyone. Today's video is a little different. Jesus. It's a little different and I just wanted to... I practice and I don't know how I turn the camera on. God. Annoying. I have been MIA, as you guys have noticed, or maybe haven't noticed, for about a month or so, and Jesus Christ, I still can't talk. I know that some people are like, well, why is she sharing this with us? Like, it's pretty private, and yeah, some things don't need to be said. You guys don't need to know, but I felt like you guys are awesome and subscribing to my channel, and I am so grateful for all of you clicking that subscribe button, watching my videos. You guys, every time I see that, it truly just makes my heart melt. You guys have no idea what it means to me for you guys to subscribe to my channel. So because of that, I felt like I had a responsibility to let you guys know what's been going on. And you guys know I don't really vlog. I think I kind of suck at it. And my life is pretty basic. Monday through Friday, I go to work, come home, deal with my house and my kids, my husband, our dog, and go to bed. It's pretty standard Monday through Friday. Weekends, we don't do much. So, I mean, if you want to see that, let me know. I can do that for you. But, so like I said, I just wanted to come here and let you guys know what's been going on, what I've been dealing with, me and my husband, my family. My husband and I have been trying to have a baby for a while, and sorry, this is going to get like really detailed, and if you don't like stuff like that, please don't watch this video. It's not for you. But, you know, I've had I'm sorry, I know I'm all over the place, guys. Backtrack a little bit. I have two daughters. I have a 12-year-old and a 10-year-old. And you know, your body changes. I'm not as fertile as I was when I was in my early 20s. I'm now in my early 30s. So your body changes. And I was scared because, you know, we were trying and I wasn't getting pregnant. So I was like, maybe something's wrong with me. Maybe he needs to get checked, you know. I don't know. But I was doing my best not to stress him out about us still not getting pregnant, because if you don't know, I work in urology, and one of the doctors that used to work with us was a male infertility specialist. So I knew the stress that baby making puts on guys, not just on women. You'll be surprised how stressed the guys get. And, you know, psychologically, it puts a lot on the man. And, you know, it's a lot that goes into it. And I didn't want to be like, okay, you know, I'm ovulating today, my temperature is good, my mucus is good, let's do this. I didn't want it to be a chore. Like, it happens when it happens, right? And I didn't want him stressed out about it. So just enjoy the process, enjoy each other. If it happens, it happens, you know? Well, I had the IUD twice, the Minera one. I loved it. I didn't get pregnant those 10 years that I had it. And I'm not advertising any type of birth control. Talk to your doctor, see what works for you. The IUD just happened to work for me because I kept forgetting to take my damn pill. So, yeah, on it, took it out a year early because we wanted to start a family. So, again, nothing happened. And while I was on birth control, my period was so irregular. It was irritating, but I think that's one of the side effects of it. Once I got it out, like clockwork, every month I would get it. 3-5 days, okay, move on next month. Okay, so it's been going like that, clockwork, and then I got it in March. Didn't get it in April, didn't think nothing of it, whatever. May, I get my period, but I don't know, you know your body and how you feel, and I'm like, this isn't my period. This isn't not my period. I don't know why I'm bleeding. It's not my period. I know it sounds silly because it smelled like my period. looked like my period, but I just knew it's not this isn't menstrual blood. This is something else. So I'm at work and I told my friend Debbie, I'm like, I think I'm pregnant. And she's like, what? Oh my God, we gotta find out. So she has friends in the OB office downstairs and she brought me 4 pregnancy tests. And Heather walks in and she's like, what's going on? I was like, well, I don't know. And Heather, Debbie's like, girl, you need to go freaking pee. I'm like, well, I don't have to pee right now. So they brought me like 6 cups of water. Finally, I did it. The sample, like, I took the test and right away, it didn't even take 3 minutes. It popped blue. It had the 2 lines, pink, 2 pink lines. And I was like, what is this? What is this test show? So I ran to them and I showed them and they was like, oh, you're pregnant. And they was like, bitch, you're pregnant. Like, what are you, why are you acting funny? Like, you're pregnant. I started shaking. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't freaking believe it. And I was working with the doctor. And he's like, my patients, like, what's going on? Any tests I need? And I was like, oh my God. My brain just like completely stopped. I was shaking. Debbie's like, well, go take the other test. Make sure that wasn't a false positive. Okay, fine. I took 4. All positive. I called my OB. He couldn't see me till July. I was like, no, I can't wait that long because I'm bleeding. I shouldn't be bleeding. So I told the girls, I'm like, have you guys ever been bleeding? So we did the math. It put me at about 8 weeks. And I'm like, okay, maybe in the first 2-3 weeks bleeding. I'm like, but I think I'm too far along to have bleeding. So I called my doctor. He couldn't see me till July. I got a different doctor and I love this man to death. I love him. I see an OB at the hospital I work at. My hospital, and I'm sure other hospitals offer this service too, it's called MyChart. So what you do is you create a login and you can connect to your doctor. You can email them questions, make appointments, cancel appointments, look at your test results, all that good stuff. So I made the appointment and a day later I emailed him. I introduced myself. I'm like, I'm not officially your patient yet, but these are my concerns. I'm about 7-8 weeks pregnant and I'm having a lot of bleeding. And that night I started to pass blood clots. I'm like, something's not right. So he's like, sure. He's like, he replied back to me, I think like within 3 hours. And he's like, the bleeding is a cause for concern, but don't jump off a bridge yet. He's like, let's get some tests done. So he ordered an ultrasound and blood test. I went that same day. I went down to the lab, got my blood, went back upstairs to work. I couldn't get seen for an ultrasound for 2 weeks. I'm like, that's too long. I can't wait. So there's a sonographer that works with us, and I guess she's seen like how tense I was. She did the ultrasound. Awesome. I'm forever grateful to her for doing that for me. And she showed me my baby. I saw the heartbeat, everything. Awesome. Okay, good. Our ultrasound day officially came. My husband went with me, my girls went with me. We're so excited. I'm talking to the sonographer, and she's like, oh, I see the heartbeat. The baby's like the size of a blueberry. I'm like, okay, cool. My husband comes in, we all see it. Fun. It was a Saturday. That Sunday, I wake up, go to use the restroom. I get up and I like fall to the floor because I get a cramp. Like, oh my God, it's like out of this world. I feel like someone's like tearing at my stomach. I'm like, something's not right. The doctor emailed me on Monday with the results. He's like, the shows a very strong heartbeat. The baby's growing. But you do have, right now my brain, I still can't pronounce it. Subchorionic hemorrhage. I'll write it out. I'll put it in the description box. I can't pronounce it. But it shows that it's basically what it is there's some bleeding between the placenta and the uterus. Some women have the bleeding and it passes, it stops. It's blood clots. Like your inside is like shedding blood for some reason. So he's like, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing you can do. We just have to let this ride out. Some women, it stops within a couple of days or weeks and they go on to have healthy pregnancies. Like, okay, think positive. Be positive. Like, okay, cool. So that was Saturday. He emailed me Monday. Wednesday was my appointment to see him. It's like officially meet the guy. And me and my husband went, and at your first prenatal visit, the doctor prescribes you, your prenatal vitamins. He does a pap smear. He takes a history. He gives you a physical, measures your belly, all that good stuff. Well, but since we have been in contact, he came in, introduced himself to my husband, and he's like, okay, let's get started. He did another ultrasound immediately. He did a vaginal ultrasound. Now, mind you, I've had 2 ultrasounds already. One unofficial, one official. So I'm looking at the monitor. I'm like, damn it. I saw the baby, but I no longer saw like the flicker of the heartbeat. So I was like, I really hope you have an old ass machine and this shit don't work. And he's like, I'm so sorry, I don't see a heartbeat. So I was like, damn it. He said, unfortunately, there's not another doctor on the floor that can give a second opinion. So go downstairs right now to ultrasound and let them know, put an order in the system so you can have another ultrasound. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm still trying to be positive, right? And my husband's like, what's going on? And I'm like, there's no heartbeat, but we're gonna make sure, we don't want to do something and I have a viable baby still inside me. So I go down to ultrasound. I have to wait like about an hour, which I wasn't mad about. I understand, they had other patients. I'm an add-on patient. I was fine, I was fine with having to wait 3 hours if I had to wait. I was an add-on patient. I understand they're busy. What was pissing me off was I had to pee. I had to pee like nobody's business. I think I have the world's smallest kidneys and smallest bladder, because I know it takes time for you to drink, your kidneys to process and make urine, and your bladder push it out, fill up and push it out. But I had to freaking pee. And I'm like, lady, I'm gonna go piss and I'm gonna drink water again. She's like, no, don't do that, because it's gonna take too long for your body to make urine again. I started jumping up and down. I was getting furious, but not because they were taking long, because I had to freaking pee. And my husband's like, calm down, you're upset yourself. I'm like, I can't even get up right now to follow this lady because I'm gonna piss all over this floor right now. I have to pee. And I told the lady, I'm like, you're not even gonna be able to do the ultrasound because my bladder's so full, you're not gonna see anything. What happens? We go to the room, she puts it, and she's like, I can't see anything. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm full of pee. You can't see anything. So whatever, I went, I voided, came back. She did the ultrasound. She did 2, a regular over the belly one and a vaginal one. And for those of you who are worried, vaginal ultrasounds don't hurt. And I asked her, so what do you see? And she's like, oh, I can't tell you. The girl told me on Saturday, so I knew. I already knew. I was like, okay, fine. I was like, oh, bitch. But actually, no, she was such a sweet girl. So sweet. We were just chatting about her family and where she went to school and all that stuff. So I was in there for about an hour. Very sweet girl. And I was just mad she wouldn't tell me anything. But I knew why she couldn't say anything. And I understand that. Just in that moment, I was just so pissed. Like, really can't say anything. But no, I mean, who should tell me, She's the tech. So we're done. And she says that the radiologist is there. He's going to review the images and write the report, and that my doctor said not to leave, to wait to speak to him. Okay, fine. So my daughter, I finished, I went, and my husband was like, all right, what's going on? I'm like, well, we have to wait for the doctor. He's going to call us right now. Okay, fine. The doctor calls. He's like, yeah, it's unofficial, but official, because he doesn't have to report. But based on what the radiologist said, the baby passed away. I lost the baby. Oh. And I started crying, but I was trying to keep it together because there were people, like, I wasn't where all other patients were, but I don't know, I guess in the line of sight or whatever. So Katie came, the ultrasound girl, tech, and she took me to the women's locker room, and I just let it all out. And I'm like, okay, I need my husband. So my husband came, and I'm like, let's go home. He's like, what happened? I'm like, baby, let's just go home. he's getting worried too. What's going on? Make it to a lobby, some lobby, I can't remember. And I told him the baby lost the baby. And so he's hugging me and I'm bawling. But what really hurt was, I had my head in his chest.
What's up, mama?
I'm filming. Can you come back, baby? I'll be right back. I'll be right there. You're so silly.
Come on outside.
Oh, no, get out. Get out. Get out.
Mama. Come on.
I'm out, silly heads. So, yeah, so, I put my head on his chest and I feel his tears on my head. I just felt like I let him down, I felt like such a failure. I couldn't, and I know it's stupid, I shouldn't feel that way. But I did. I couldn't help it. That's how I felt. And that's just how I felt in that moment. And I just kept saying I was sorry. And he's like, what are you sorry for? He's like, it's not your fault. You didn't do anything. There was nothing we can do to prevent what happened. And the doctor told me something, I couldn't even process what he said, but I'm still trying to remember, and this was about 2 weeks ago, that something probably didn't form right, that the baby didn't form right at conception, so my body was rejecting him. So it's better now in the beginning than later on, or to like have a stillborn or miscarry at 6 months. So better now at the beginning. It still hurts, but I know everything happens for a reason, and I believe that. So it happened, and that's like, and so yeah, that was Wednesday. Thursday the doctor called me with the official report that the baby passed away. So now I'm walking around with my dead child inside of me. And I was like, I can't hear this anymore. What's the next step? What do we do? I was like, keep it inside me, right? So he said I had 3 options. The first was to let it pass naturally, which he didn't really recommend because my body had been fighting it. That's why I've been bleeding for weeks. The second one was taking medication. And the third option was a DNC, which is a surgery. I was like, well, what? I just didn't know what my best options were. I didn't know what to do. I've never been through this before. And I told him with the DNC, like, when would that happen? He's like, oh, it'd be next week. I said, oh, hell no. I was like, no. This is torture. 24 hours with my dead child inside me. A week? Are you kidding me? No way. No. So I opted for the pills. That was a nightmare in itself because I had to go to the pharmacy and get my medication. And I was with the pharmacy tech, and I saw the pharmacist. I don't know if he has his own religious views or ethics. I don't know what the hell he calls it. But he kept like delaying my medication, and I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, is it an insurance issue? Like, what is it? And the lady's like, are you pregnant? I was like, yes, I'm pregnant. And the pharmacist gave me the look like, how dare you be in here asking for this medication? And he didn't say anything, but just his demeanor, the way he was looking at me, I was like, this son of a bitch, if you have a problem dispensing this type of medication, you shouldn't be a pharmacist then. You shouldn't be a pharmacist at a big pharmacy. Open up your own fucking pharmacy then, you know, and discriminate however the hell you like. And the girl, the tech was, I started crying, and she's like, are you okay? I was like, no, my baby passed away, so I need this medication. Like, I need to go now. My kids are home. I need to leave. So she's like, I'm so sorry. And the doctor's like, what's not the doctor, the pharmacist, like, what happened? And she's like, her baby died. Like, she's trying to whisper, she's trying to be discreet. And he's like, what happened? What's wrong with her? And the girl, she's like, you asshole. She's like, her baby died. She needs the medicine. And he's like, oh, like, instantly he changed. He completely changed his attitude. He even like, I'm so sorry. Like, now he came in, he addressed me. I was like, just give me fucking medicine so I can leave. So the medication the doctor gave me was called misoprostol, which I don't know why, but I just kept, I'm a big Law and Order SVU junkie, so I kept just, I kept playing that episode in my head where this guy in college is trying, he like hooks up with random girls, and he puts misoprostol, I guess in a liquid form, a gel form, on his junk so she can have a miscarriage or whatever. It was just, that whole episode was in my head the entire day. I was like, oh my god, I don't want to take this freaking medicine. And whatever, so I get home and I have to eat. The lady said I have to take it with food. So my husband got there, he brought home a pizza, so we're eating. And I'm really trying to delay having to take this medication. I don't know why. It's gonna change. But I bucked up and I took it. You take 3 pills, 6 pills, 3 every 12 hours. So I took the first set of 3 pills, and then I was reading the side effects. Oh my god. The one that stuck out with me was diarrhea. Like, side effects happen with any medication. Just because you have the side effect doesn't mean you're allergic to it. Okay, guys, doesn't mean you're allergic to it. It's just something that it's how your body reacts to the medication. And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna get diarrhea. And my husband's like, well, babe, whatever, you know, poo-poo city, you know, whatever. So I took it at exactly 7:20. 2 hours later, I got a really bad cramp, and I ran to the restroom. Poo-poo city, like nobody's business. Sorry. And that was that. 2 hours later, at 11:20 exactly, I think that's when I passed him. I just know I was having a boy. I just know in my heart it was a boy. So I passed. There was a lot of clots, a lot of blood clots. And I'm saying all this to say, for the women that are going through this, and if you have to take this medication, this is probably what you're gonna go through. And I'm so sorry that you are. A lot of blood clots. A lot of blood clots. The next morning at 7:20 a.m. I had to take the last 3 pills. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Poo-poo city, like nobody's business. I think I lost about 4 pounds. And my husband's like, yeah, because you're all full of shit, that's why. He's like, so you had to clean yourself. So, you know, trying to keep the mood as light as possible. We knew what was going on. And so he makes me laugh no matter what. I love him. And yeah, cramping. I had a lot of cramping. I bled for about 4 days after. I want to say 3-4 days after. I kept bleeding. Cramping hasn't stopped. The bleeding hasn't stopped. All that. But women that are going through this, I really hope you're one of the lucky ones that you don't have to, that you don't lose your baby. And men, for the dads out there, all you can do is just be there for her, hold her, Guys, I know you're hurting too, 'cause it's your child as well, and I'm so sorry. But I can just be there for each other, comfort each other, and be strong. You will get through it, and sorry, you'll get through it together. Just be there for each other. That's all you can do. Know that there's nothing she did, nothing the doctor did, nothing he missed. Just something that happens, and there's no comfort in that. No. Nothing is gonna comfort you. So nothing is gonna. You can rationalize it all you want. It's just something that happens, and it's sad and unfortunate. But you don't get through it. The pain's still there, but I don't know what to say to that. Sorry, this is turning out to be a long ass video, and I didn't want it to be this long, so I'll edit some of the stuff. And yeah, just know that you didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing in your diet, your exercise. You might have smoked a little pot like 6 months ago, like that had nothing to do with it. You might have had a beer the day before you found out you were pregnant. That is nothing. That does nothing to cause it. You know, I don't smoke cigarettes. I've never even tried pot. I don't know what that feels like. I'm not a drinker. So I think I'm the epitome of health, and it happened to me. So there is sorry, gross. There's nothing you can do to prevent it. I guess I don't work out as much as I should, and I do eat junk food, like nobody's business, but I've always been pretty healthy. So just find comfort in each other and know that you all did nothing wrong. Some of us are religious, some of us aren't, but I am. And I know that God took him for a reason, you know? It wasn't his time to be here. And I was so angry at God and myself. But there's nothing anybody could have done. Nothing. So just know that, guys. Know that you did nothing wrong. And I'm here for you. If you need to, if you're going through this or went through this, know someone that's going through this, I'm here for you. If you want to shoot me an email, comment below, I will chat with you. I can go through this with you. And yeah, I'm here for you if you want someone to talk to and I'm a complete stranger. Well, sometimes your family, I love them and they were very supportive, but there's only so much like condolences and all that you can take from family. I even shut off my phone. I'm like, I can't talk to anybody anymore. But I had to kind of buck up because I have my girls. They need me. My husband needed me. I know I needed him. But yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to come back with a very Debbie Downer video, but I just wanted to let you guys know what happened, why I've been MIA. I will be back with more fun videos for you guys, more uplifting videos, and just thank you for subscribing and for like 5 subscribers know I was pregnant. Thank you for being so supportive. If you are a follower of my blog, you already knew everything. I did a post about it about a week or 2 ago or something like that. And I'm kind of lost with time right now. I am back at work. Been back for about 2 weeks. and you know, it's hard. But you go day by day, you know, take it one day at a time, and you'll bounce back. And I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I love you. Thank you.